Welcome to Cinelinx.com's review of Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I am Matt, and for once, I actually have not played this game yet. Luckily, we do have the man from SCNS Live and Nerd Interference, Mr. Rob Entropy, my good buddy. He has played this game. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good.
Cool.
I'm going to start killing some stuff.
That's right. All right, well then let's go ahead. Press start. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask him a bunch of questions that I feel like you guys probably want to know. So, first of all, that dashing man right there, I'm assuming that that is Jacob, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, Jacob isn't the only character that you can play with in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, right? There's another one, right?
Yes, there is another character, and it's Evie Fry, his twin sister.
Oh, so we have twins now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so how does that work? What is the storyline for Assassin's Creed Syndicate?
Alright, so our story starts out with Jacob and Evie going on separate missions in whatever town they were in. And mission was given to them by their assassin leader, George. So they go off, Evie completes her mission, Jacob completes his mission, but there's a big mess behind both of their missions. And after getting back, Jacob's idea is to leave there and go to London to fight the Templars there, because his whole thing is about crushing some Templar heads. Evie was kind of on the fence about the whole thing, and George even stepped in and said, "This is not what your father would want, so no, you can't go." Jacob turns to Evie and he says, "Look, we need to go because we're not getting anything done here. We need to go where the Templar leaders are at and crush them there, which is down in London." So after a little bit of persuasion, Evie was kind of like, "Alright, screw it, let's go."
Okay, so like, how does that work? Are you able to switch between the two during the game?
Yeah, let me show you. Okay, so I'll just continue this. And we should pop in as Jacob.
Yeah, so you'll just run around. You know, it's kind of funny. He looks a little bit like Ezio in a way. Is that because of the different costume you're wearing, or is it because there's like different...
That's usually once you start the new games, they give you all the past costumes if you played the games before. It will go into your Uplay account and see, well, you played this, as far as Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, whatever it is. And they usually give you Altair's, Ezio, Edward, and whoever else's costumes. Or you can just go in there, and I haven't spent anything, so I have a bunch of points left. So I can just walk in there and just buy everything I need.
See, that's what I was curious about too, is you play it back, are you able to buy, like, what I bought in Unity was a katana. Are you able to buy more of that?
Mm-hmm. There's a whole bunch of things you can buy. You can use Uplay points. Because of playing the other games and so saved on the system, they'll just give you certain things. Which was, like I said, like I went and got this thing and put it on immediately because there was so many bonuses to it, and I was like, I shouldn't be wearing anything else.
Well, I'm noticing so far that the loading screen is taking a little bit longer than what it has in the past.
Yeah, that part is a little bit slow, but I mean, it's not that bad to me.
I'm liking what I'm seeing, though. I'm liking this. You know, the cobblestone streets and everything. It's really nice.
So we were talking about changing up characters.
Yes.
So I'm putting the PS4, so if you hit your options button, you'll get your main menu. And in the corner there, you see switch to Evie R3.
Uh-huh.
Just push down on the R3, and bam, you are now Evie. And you go back.
Oh, wow. So what's the difference between the two? Like, is there like a different fighting style?
Your spirit can hear.
Not really. I mean, if you... I haven't put the cane sword in Jacob's hands. I've only used the... What's the name of that? Well, I've used the brass knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it? The kukri is the name of that weapon?
I don't know. Could be. But you can feel...
Weapons.
Go ahead and run around, too. We want to see more of this game as well.
The kukri.
Okay, the kukri. Wow, that's a sick...
That's the one that I normally give to Jacob.
That's a sick sword. Or
only give Evie the cane sword. But anyway, let's go back out of
That
this.
is pretty cool. So, like, where's the cane, then? I would expect her to just kind of be walking with a cane.
Oh, no, she doesn't. Let's see if I can find someone to fight. Oh, to your eagle vision, you push down on the L3.
Oh my gosh, is there no longer a limit to the eagle vision?
No, there's no longer a limit.
Oh, thank goodness.
Of course, if you run, it will break, but
That's fine. That's fine. In fact, I missed the eagle vision because in Unity you only had like 10 seconds that you could have it on, and I hated that. That was so annoying.
Yeah, that pretty much pissed me off too. So,
well, we know that we've got Evie and Jacob in this game, and we've got twins, but in the last game we didn't get a main character in the real world. There's no longer a Desmond. Is that the same case for Syndicate?
Yeah, they've kind of stuck to that where they're not giving you a character to play. But this one, there was a cutscene in the very beginning with the girl Rebecca, I believe her name is, and Simon.
Okay.
The two characters who've been there from the very beginning.
Right. The English guy that was in. I think he started in what in 2, right?
In 2, yeah.
Yeah.
They are in there and they're talking to you like the actual you in the real world, your player. But there's not actually a person going into an animus. Like, let me show you this part. You'll normally you do quit and it tells you exit to animus or just exit the game.
Right.
Now you don't even go to the animus.
Oh, so you just go straight to the title.
Yeah, you just go straight to the title screen. You just go right back. So you're not in the animus anymore.
Wow.
So to speak. And I'm trying to find the enemy to fight, but
it's quiet in England at the moment.
I just conquered the whole area. So,
all right. Well, yeah, that's a little disappointing. The fact that there's not any real world character anymore. I liked that whole idea that you were. Well, Black Flag. I kind of like the whole. You were an employee of Animus, or not the Animus, but you were an employee of Abstergo, and you're basically working for them. But then Unity took it a different way, where you're just some person at home who is in the Animus, and now in Syndicate, it's kind of it's a little disappointing that it hasn't changed from that theme.
Well, I think the thing was a lot of people were so angry when they killed off Desmond. They were like, yeah, we're not going to give you someone to love anymore. We're just going to put you in the game. Because there were a lot of people. I was a little upset myself when they just killed off Desmond. I'm like, well, okay, I'm thinking, okay, so Assassin's Creed is done.
Right, because that's who you're following. This is the DNA of Desmond. Unless, I guess this might not be. Is this still the DNA of Desmond? Do you know?
No, it's not.
Oh, my gosh.
Desmond is long gone. So,
wow, he had a short life then. Alright, so what about the mechanics? So you've been going around fighting a lot of people. What are the mechanics of this game? How have they changed? Is there like better fighting style, or what do you think about the fighting style or the mechanics?
I think the fighting style and mechanics are a lot better, and I'm basically going off of the last game, Unity.
Okay. It's a lot smoother.
It's a lot smoother. As far as the climbing and stuff like that, Unity, there was a noticeable problem with the way they climb.
Well, yeah, you had to continuously press X to climb, which was annoying.
Yeah, this one you do the R3 and you just press and hold X, which is what they've done with past games.
Yeah,
Unity was the one where you have to keep on tapping it and doing all this stuff.
That was really, really time consuming. So now we're in a new area. Which area is this? Just a different part of London?
Different part of London. It's an area that I haven't taken over yet, so there should be more enemy here to fight, so I can show you how certain things work.
So the city is the main setting of this place. There's not like the countryside that you go to?
No.
Oh, look. Okay, what's that flashing air thing over there?
Okay, that right there we were talking about earlier, that's the Helix glitch.
Oh. So the Helix glitch is back?
Yes.
So it's not like one of those things where you have to race against time just to jump into the wormhole or whatever.
No, you don't have to do that anymore. However, I did see something in here where they're talking about World War I, which is like 1914.
Uh-huh.
And this game takes place roughly in 1868 or 1870, somewhere around there. So I'm guessing at some point you do jump ahead to the future, but it's not with those Helix glitches. Those, you just pick them up and a bunch of recordings that you can see.
Was it the database?
Mm-hmm. That you can listen to.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Royal correspondence. Alright, so there's a lot more to it.
There's a lot more in there. I can't
a lot
find
more
it
to
right
see
now.
now. Okay, that's interesting. So, essentially, what we're saying is that since it's only about maybe a 40-year difference or something like that, essentially the end of the game could be the start of World War One.
It probably could be.
Ooh, so that might be what starts World War One. I guess you're just gonna have to keep playing to find out.
Yeah, I'm really trying to get to that part, but right now it's just so much fun just running around murdering people.
Now, knowing you've played Assassin's Creed like me from beginning to end, but you're different in that you love to complete everything. So, what kind of side quests have you been doing? Like, how are they different from the previous games you've played?
Well, they have one here, which is, you see these guys?
Yes.
There's a mission where you can hijack these carriages, take them back to your people, and they give you XP and money and stuff like that.
So do you have to like go through the streets and evade, like kind of like a game, like a oh gosh, like a Grand Theft Auto in a way where you have to like get away from the coppers?
Pretty much.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, you just killed that big dude. Hop in there. Oh. Oh well.
But yeah, these are the guys that are against, and you can buy certain things. Normally, when you start off, when these guys see you, remember the other games where someone sees you and they start to bother you or attack you or just push you around?
Right.
You can buy certain things. Sorry, I went to the wrong one. Gang upgrades, where your notoriety is so high that these guys just leave you alone.
Oh.
They no longer bother you.
Well, that's refreshing. Because that was annoying, where all of a sudden somebody was just like, "Who are you?
Yeah, exactly.
Let me just attack you."
It's like, wait, who are you?
Yeah. Like, what am I doing? I just came to this place. I've never been here before. Okay, that's cool. See, now, you know what this is reminiscent of? This is reminiscent of the Sherlock Holmes movie, with Robert Downey Jr. So, is this kind of like playing Sherlock Holmes if it was, oh, wow. That was cool. Alright, so is this like playing Sherlock Holmes if it were Assassin's Creed game?
Yes it is.
Okay.
It's pretty freaking violent. And the one thing I love that they let you do again...
Ah, you're carrying someone.
Assassin's Creed Unity, when you kill someone, when you kill them, they laid there. You could not move them. And, of course, in this one, you can also whistle.
Oh,
you probably
finally.
hear it now, but...
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Well, they could probably hear it on here. We can't hear it, but yeah.
You can whistle to call the guards over and do your stealth kills and different things like that.
You really want to steal a carriage, don't you?
Oh, if I want a carriage, I can get one.
Get a carriage. Let's see it.
Excuse
There
me.
you go. Go.
GTA.
Yes! This is
Yeah.
GTA at its finest.
And the control is just like GTA. Crappy.
Oh, I want that steam engine one. Let me grab that one. That's like the Ferrari of this one. Those poor horses. Dude. So can you like run over people like in GTA?
Oh yeah, they even give you things to damage bonuses and just carnage. See, wanton destruction.
Yep, I've
Just
seen
knocking
that.
over poles and stuff like that.
So at some point though, you're going to be able to get a hooker and then kill her and, just get the money that's going to be highlighted over on the side.
Not yet. Maybe an Assassin's Creed in like 20 something.
Maybe. Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto.
What you can do is you can rent. And I have my feet built up to a point where their carriages suck and mine don't.
Wow. See, this alone makes this more fun than the last games I've seen. Or last games I've played for Assassin's Creed. It's kind of nice that they've finally started, I guess, updating their systems a bit. So, we've talked about glitches, and we talked about how, you have those helix glitches. But in Assassin's Creed Unity, there were a lot of just bad glitches that you had to deal with. Like, I remember whenever you were inside that giant cathedral, I remember the game kept skipping, and it was really annoying. So, what kind of glitches are in Syndicate? Are there any?
The only one I've seen so far is a cutscene where they were talking to one of the characters, one of their task givers, and the hair of the characters, Jacob and Evie, were both, like, flickering in and out.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, every game's gonna have that.
Yeah, but that was the only problem that I've seen there. When I played Unity, there were things with people's faces just being off.
There were no faces. It was just eyes and a mouth.
Yeah, it looked like Freddy just ripped their whole face off. And
Super
it's like,
creepy.
You can see the muscle.
It was like we were playing like Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know? And that guy looked at the Ark of the Covenant and survived for some reason.
And the other thing that had happened was I fell through the world twice.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was climbing on a building, slipped and fell. I hit some kind of corner and just fell into the world.
Wow.
I haven't had that happen yet, so pretty good.
Oh, good. So far, so good. Now, what about Abstergo? In Unity, Abstergo was barely anything. If anything, it was just, that was the TV show you were watching or the animus you were going through. Is Abstergo really even a problem? Have you seen them in this game so far?
No, well, like I said, since you're in the game, you're not really in an animus you can get out of. You know of Abstergo when the game starts, they show a little Abstergo symbol.
Right.
But other than that, they're no more threat than the Templars in the game.
See, that's what I missed, because I loved that in Black Flag. That you were able to walk around that giant Abstergo facility in Montreal. If anything, I hopped out of there a lot of the times and was just walking around, and I even hopped in people's terminals and hacked their computers and read their emails.
Honestly, for me,
That's
a
because
lot,
we're
a lot
keepers.
of my time playing this game, I stayed in the Animus. I forgot a lot of the time that I was in a machine. I thought I was just in the game. So playing this way for me is fine. I've got no problem with it.
When I see L1 a lot, is that your grappling hook?
Yes, okay. So there was a mission that you did earlier for Alexander Graham Bell.
Because he was an inventor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jacob had found this device that was broken, so he gave it over to him. You did a mission, came back, and it was fixed. So now you have the L1, and you hit that, and woo! I'm Spider-Man.
Oh, nice. So now it's Batman in Assassin's Creed. That's really cool. See, I like that because this like limit. It makes the game unlimited as far as how much you can actually explore. Because before you would have to like hop down, go to a different building, jump over here, do this, and now you actually have a grappling hook, and I think that's really cool.
There have been a couple missions where you had to do an air assassination.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to start climbing up stuff anymore. I just hit that L1, shot up in the air, because you usually go up very quickly. You shoot up in the air, and I was able to move over and just murder him.
Wow.
When I say it's fast.
So you really do feel like you're
It's
Batman,
fast.
don't you?
Yeah.
When you hop up there, you're like, I'm Batman.
Well, I like Spider-Man more.
I'm Spider-Man. Okay, wow. All right, so I'm seeing that now, where you're going to go up to that eagle view. That's cool. So I take it Eagle View hasn't left. That's how you
that's
can
still
find
there.
more things. Let's see it. Let's check it out.
Well, I already collected this one, but I mean, once you hit it, you'll see all these things out here.
Right.
Bounty hunt missions are missions where you have to go collect Templars and give them over to your police officer contact.
So you don't even kill them?
Well, you can, but you get a bonus for bringing them in alive.
Oh, wow. So what, you have to like beat them up and then carry them?
You'll have to sneak up behind them. You hit the circle, and you'll kidnap them.
Well, let's see this bounty hunt. Let's check it out. Now, everything in this game, is it kind of like how it was in, or not really how it was in any game, is it whatever you get with Evie, you can get for Jacob as well?
Yes, if you buy a certain item, the other character will have it. You just have to go in and equip it on them, because they'll keep whatever they had on them before.
And the same thing goes for like the grappling hook?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because even when you finish the mission, when Evie... Well, I played with Evie when she came back. She was like, you keep that one. I fixed the other one for Jacob, so that's yours.
Okay.
And it was, yay, wonderful times.
So, this costume, by the way, is this Black Flag inspired? Or is this actually the game costume?
No, this costume is one of the many costumes that they gave me. And it is Aveline's costume.
Oh, that's right. One of the few good things of Unity.
This was the Aveline. They Grandpré, who was the character in Liberation, which was around their
Liberation. That's what it was.
The PSP only game, but I think they did a one for the regular systems.
Oh, that's Elise. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Nighthawk. That's cool.
Yeah, that's one I just bought with the points I got from Assassin'sCreed.com. You can go there and they give you a bunch of points and blah blah blah. Xiaojun.
Oh, right. That was one of the smaller games.
This is one of the new ones that just came out. This is the Chronicles China, and they're gonna have Russia and India.
Oh, interesting.
Coming out, and these are the Syndicate uniforms.
Okay, I like those. I think those are pretty cool. I like how different they are.
And for Jacob, we're going to go back in here.
Yeah, how awkward is that for me to be like dressed like Ezio in Industrial Revolution times?
Now, his first one was this.
That's pretty cool. That looks like a brawler. Yeah, that dude looks like a straight up brawler. Yeah, Black Flag.
And you see here the reason why I took Ezio. Throw a knife capacity, dark capacity, smoke bombs, all that stuff.
Oh, so you get... I see. So you get an increase in abilities for each one.
For certain ones, yeah. Like this one, brass knuckle damage, firearms, so on, and so on.
Yeah, well then you
and
have
everyone
to
gives
use
you
that.
one or two, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even see this one. It's crafted, but I have to make it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's cool.
But since everyone loves Ezio and I love Ezio, even though it's gone.
Be Ezio. Do your thing.
That's the one I picked.
All right. And yeah, so it's different also in that you can your color scheme can change rather quickly as well. I saw we don't have to go back to the menu, but I saw that there was the colors as well. Mm-hmm. Versus and before you had to go to like a dye place to get different colors. Do you just want to kill that guy for no reason?
Yep.
All right.
Because I hate them.
Why? What? Wait, what? How do you know them?
Because they're the stinking blighters.
Oh, I see. So you're just full on in this.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Your cogni's wonderful, by the way. Oh, all right. You're gonna get into a big fight. Ha! Just shoot him in the face. See, I want that to be more realistic. If you shoot someone in the face, they should be dead.
They should be, but
Yeah. Like that! You shot that guy twice in the face and didn't do anything. So which one of these is your target?
Not a single one of them.
Oh, okay. So you're just killing them. So is your target the yellow one?
Yep.
Okay.
Which, I'm surprised he hasn't run yet.
Yeah. Probably doesn't know.
Oh.
Yep, he's going. He's running. Go.
Oh, he actually is gone.
Oh. Failed it.
Yeah. I actually really screwed this mission out, but
Is it because we're distracting you?
No, I just did it completely differently.
Ooh, you're about to die.
And when you recover from near death, they give you another bonus, and it gives you certain perks later on.
So I have to ask as well, do you think because of the blunder that was Unity, that that Ubisoft has come out and is trying to appease audiences by giving them everything that they could ever want?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Unity, I mean, like I told you, when I first got Unity, we did that little skit thing, and I put it in that night and played about maybe an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. And I didn't touch Unity after that for probably 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, I think I beat it before you did.
It was, I was just disappointed with it. And I went back in, I started playing, and I was like, okay, maybe it's not so bad. But then again, they probably fixed a lot of the problems.
Yeah. Well, what's so interesting about Unity is that it took a complete 180. You've got this whole French Revolution that I don't think you ever really got to. And then it just suddenly switched to where now you're fighting a guy with an electric sword. Like, it just was really weird, and it took a really weird moment. So that brings us to one of my next questions. Is Assassin's Creed Syndicate better than Unity?
by leaps and bounds. The gameplay in this reminds me sort of Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood when you had Ezio, when they changed it from the very first game. The first game was okay, but camera angles were horrible. Mm-hmm. There were certain things in the game you couldn't do, you wanted to do, that 2 Brotherhood changed around. Mm-hmm. It did certain things in here that they changed around when the little signifier when someone's going to attack you. That all. Whoops.
Ran into a barrier. But that all has changed. It's better now.
Yeah, that's all changed. I think everything's a lot better now. And let me kill some cops.
There's a degree of detail that they have in this game that I'm actually enjoying a lot more than there was in Unity. Because in Unity, yeah, you had... It looked dirty, it looked gross, like the French Revolution probably was.
Yeah.
But in this one, it just... I don't know, it just makes sense. Everything makes sense the way it is. And I think that's what Assassin's Creed has been missing. Because you look at the level of detail... What is that, by the way? What is that train?
This is your hideout.
Really? Let's go there. Now, you know, you look at Assassin's Creed 3, they did so much depth and detail. And I remember seeing a video that they, like, talked to historians, they talked to all kinds of different people to find out how the American Revolution times were. Mm-hmm. So they wanted to make it as accurate as physically possible.
Well, they've done that with all these games.
You're in a train.
Yeah. This is your hideout. Your hideout is a train that just travels all over.
Oh, that's cool.
But you can always go to the map and just jump to it.
That's awesome. Go walk around. Let's see more of it. That is really cool. So then you can just hop off whenever you want to.
Mm-hmm. And you have the gang thing you can access, which I pretty much bought everything for.
Right. See, this is... Oh, and then there's Evie right there. Is this how you're able to, like, switch? Can you, like, talk to her at that point?
No.
Okay.
That's a nicely cut scene.
She doesn't want to talk to you. That's cool. So I take it there's a mission just to get this train.
Yes, there is. It's probably one of the very first ones you do. And of course, here's your save, collect your money. Here is the assassination wall. And it shows you all the people you've killed.
And it all leads to that man.
Yeah, I'm only seeing sequence 4 and sequence 8. Everything else is bleh.
Okay. I guess you'll eventually get to all
once you move ahead. And of course you've got your uniforms back here. We see that little coat back there.
Yeah. That's so cool. I like this a lot, this idea.
And you have your own black market store.
Wow, really? What can you buy on the black market?
The same thing you can buy normally, but I think they give you a bigger discount here than you will out in town.
That makes sense. Alright, well, where does Assassin's Creed Unity rank in all the Well, not Unity. Where does Assassin's Creed Syndicate rank in all the Assassin's Creeds that have come out?
Well, 2 and Brotherhood are still my favorites.
Of course.
And they always will be.
Right.
I would have to put this... Well, you know, Black Flag was actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. This is right there with Black Flag. So I actually have to say Brotherhood, 2, Black Flag, and this.
Okay, so it's tied for third.
So it's tied, yeah.
All right.
And the one after this, in fourth, I would actually say Rogue.
Oh.
The one that came out around when Unity did.
Yeah.
That game was actually very good. Now here are some of these side.
Oh, Fight Club.
And what they've done is this area of Lambeth. Anything you do in here to gain money, you get 33% more.
Oh, why?
It's just a event thing that they're doing. So I guess like they're going to give you chances to get money because getting money in this game is a tad bit difficult.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember in the previous games, I had so much money. I was filthy rich.
Well, the thing is, now I do because I'm able to buy all the stuff to gain more money and all that. So once I bought those gang perks, once I start doing things, I just gain a whole bunch of money.
Okay.
Which is why at one point I was like, oh, I've got all this, and I just bought all the freaking gang stuff.
So rating out of 1 through 10. Actually, let's use the Cinelink standard and go 1 through 5. What is your grade for Assassin's Creed Syndicate?
I would give this game a 4.
A 4?
Uh-huh.
Okay, What would you have given Unity? Just a question.
2.
2. All right.
The character wasn't likable. The English accents in France.
So annoying. So annoying. I hated that part. Ooh, it's raining.
Mechanics and things like that was just, oh, god awful. So yeah, I would give this one a 4. Plus, you have 2 characters who are completely different, yet they still manage to work together. Evie is more of she's more about getting the pieces of Eden, learning things, just gaining knowledge. Jacob is more, I want to kill me a Templar.
And I guess that all has to do with their backstory, their storyline, and why that is. And we won't get into that because I know you're going to want to play this in order to find out more information about them. But you said that the Unity character wasn't likable. Would you say that this guy is a lot more likable? Jacob and Evie.
Jacob and Evie are likable because even when in the cutscenes with the interaction and dealing with other people, it's like you actually laugh at some of the stuff that they say and their interaction. They make the characters likable. And for me, just like if I'm watching a movie, if you watch a movie and something happens, you get pissed off. That movie pulls you in so much. That's a good movie. If it's something character driven. So as far as this, the characters are great. Freaking love them.
Ah, Charles Darwin.
Yeah, you do a bunch of missions for so many people here.
That's really cool.
The one thing is they have this character called Ned Weinert.
Yeah.
As soon as you see him, it's like, that's a woman. No, that's a guy. And it's kind of like their first transgender character in Assassin's Creed.
Huh. That's interesting. I guess they're getting in with the times, Transgender's the new thing at the moment. Okay.
How do we get them to buy our games? Put a character in.
Put a character in. Why not? Yeah. So you would say this is a must-buy?
This, definitely. I know a lot of people who played Unity and said, there's no way in hell I'm buying this game. Wrong. Get the game.
That was me. That was one of me. I totally thought that because I was done. Like, Unity fed me up so much that I was like ready for it to be done. The Assassin's Creed series, it's like an annual thing. You get a new one every year, and it got to a point where it was kind of annoying. But the way everything you've said today and what I'm seeing right here has actually convinced me to go out today and probably go buy it. So
if I didn't stop playing after Revelations, which was
horrible. That was bad.
That game gets a 0.
Yes, yeah. That's the last. There's no way you can say it.
If I kept playing after that, you can keep going. It'll get better.
Everything will be better after Revelation.
Why would you attack a news?
Alright, well, thank you so much for joining us today, and go pick up Assassin's Creed Syndicate. As Rob put it, it is the 4th best one, or the 3rd best. Third best in the Assassin's Creed franchise, and it will not disappoint you. Unless for some reason, toward the end, you're in World War I and you start fighting a guy with a flaming sword down. I don't know. Who knows? But guys, we will check you next time, and keep watching Syndicate.com for all your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Believe me, we've got some exciting reviews coming up. So stay tuned.